There's a really cool Czech card game called Prsi, which can be translated into English as It's Raining. And I personally love this game because it's funny. You can play it wherever you want, whenever you want, with one or more of your friends, and you can play it either for fun or just for some actual money. And I remember my grandpa, he used to play it, and he would meet with his friends every Friday, and he would play this game, this card game, for coins, not for a big amount of money, but just for fun. And he earned maybe up to 100 crowns, which is like $4 to $5 American dollars. So yeah. Okay, so let's see the rules. We've got the deck of 32 cards, and they've got these cool pictures there. And yeah, so this is ace, this is king, as you can see. This is called svešek in Czech, and it's equal to queen. And then number 7, which is one of the special cards, and maybe this might look a little bit special, but it's just a check. So we have 4 different suits. We have listy, leaves, srdce, hearts, kule, which is diamonds, and acorns, called žaludy in Czech. And we have these 3 special cards in the game. So ace means that the next player must skip the turn unless they have another ace, and they can pass the skipping turn to the next player. Then we have queen, svešek, and it's a very strong card because you can change the suit whenever you want, and with whatever suit of the queen you have in your hand. And then we have 7, and when you play the card 7, it means that the next player must take 2 cards from the stack unless they have another card 7, which means that they can pass it to the next player by using another 7, and the next player must take 4 cards. So let's try to shuffle the deck, and let me show you the game. Yeah, let's shuffle it a little bit. Let's say we have 4 players. So each player is given 4 cards. You can give it this way by 1, or you can, of course, give it in pairs. It's up to you. So once the players have the cards, you take the top card and flip it, and this is the starting card of the game. So let's say player 1 starts, and the objective of the game is to get rid of all your cards, and you have 2 options, or 3 rather to say. So you have to give the card of the same suit on the top card here, and as you can see, I don't have, or player 1 doesn't have any hearts. So we have option 2. We can play the same rank as the top card is. The top card is 8, but we don't have any 8s. And the last option for us is to play the queen, svešek, of any suit, and change the suit in our turn. But as you can see, we don't have any queens, which means that we have to take 1 card, and the turn is on player 2. So let's see. Yeah, okay. So now we have 2 options. We can either play the queen, svešek, which means that we can change the suit to whatever we want, or we can play number 8, and we change the suit to acorns to Jaludi. So I do it, and player 2 ends the turn. Now it's player's 3 turn, and again, now he can play acorns or he can play 8s, and as you can see, we have 8s. Another option is to use the queen Streshek and change the suit to whatever you want. So let's play 8. And player 4. So we don't have any leaves, we don't have any 8s, and we don't have the queen, which means that we must take a card, and player 1 plays again. So what are the options here? The only option is to use the same suit, so I play number 10. Again, player 2, and yeah, player 2 can play the leaves, and he has only 2 cards left, so he's leading now. And we have, we don't have any leaves, but we have number 9, so let's play number 9, and we change it to hearts, or as we call in Czech, the reds. Here we have more options again to play either Jack, Spodek, or the king, so let's play the king. So we don't have the king, either king or the queen, which means that we need to take a card, and the turn ends for player 1. And as you can see, the king, we can use the king, the same rank, and we have the last card of the game. It is a good strategy to keep the queen as the last card, because you can use it whenever you want. The only option for player 1 to stop player 2 now is, which player 1 does not know, is to use either ace or 7 in the next turn. Player 3 does not have the diamonds, because queen is an alternative card, but universal card, but we can use it, so let's change it to hearts. So now we need to play the hearts, which means that we've got to use the jack. And we have, the option now, the only option now for player 1 is to use the check in acorns, and it means that player 2 has just 1, because he has gotten rid of all of his cards. So this is actually the end of the game. You can finish it if you want. The other players, the remaining players, can finish it, and or you can end the game. So the finishing player, if you want to continue the game, the player 2 says a color. So let's keep hearts, and player 3 can use 7, and he has also ended the game. 7 was played, which means that player 4 must use another 7 or take 2 cards from the stack. Player 4 has number 7 and passes this 7 cruise to player 1. So let's see if player 1 has 7, and he has number 7, which means that now we have 3 cards of 7, which means that player 4 must take 2 for 6 cards from the stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's finish the game. And it's player's 1 turn. And player 1 does not have any cards, so he must take a card. Player 4 now has a lot of options, so he can get rid of all the aces, and we can do it. So player 4 plays the ace, which means that player 1 must skip this round or this turn unless he has another ace. So now the skip turn is passed to player 4, but player 4 can beat it, and with his ace, player 1 does not have any other ace, so player 4 plays the last ace, and now the options are obvious, so he plays heart 10, or 10 in hearts. Again, player 1 does not have any suitable card, so he must take the card from the stack, and now player 4 has more options, so let's play acorns. And player 1 finally has acorns, so let's say he plays number 9. What are the options for player 4? Well, the only option is, if he wants to play, to use the queen Sveshek and change the color, or take a card from the deck. So I'll use it and I'll change it to leaves, or to the greens as we say in Czech. So leaves, we have a leaf king here, and as you can see, the game is slowly coming to the end. And yeah, so player 1 does not have any options. He must take another card. Well, the same for player 4. And we have queen, but for the next turn. Again, no options for player 1. And player 4 plays the turn, and he can use the queen Sveshek, and he can change it to whatever color, whatever suit he wants. So we change it to diamonds, to Kula. And yeah, so player 1 has more options. Let's say we use this one, but it doesn't really matter because player 4 ends the game with his last card, which means that player 1 has just lost the whole game. So these are rules for Prsi. I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit the subscribe button and also the like button, and try it at home. So thank you for watching and have a nice time.